The moment we opened our eyes, life happened in our lives. We started to hear, to see, to smell, to feel. And that moment, we saw faces that were sincere. We saw our parents smiling and doctors rejoicing. At that time, a new life was born in this world, in this system, in this galaxy, and in the universe.
Only a speck in this enormous universe. We were born here for a reason, for a certain cause. Have you ever thought of yours? Have you ever thought about finding the reason of the world's existence? Probably not. Like Sophie's mother, most of us at this point of life are very used to what the world offers. With our differences, we accept that we all have different interests, different pastimes, taking up our different courses. However, have you ever thought that maybe there's just one thing that we might be all interested about? If we consider knowing what, why, and how people exist, we might just say, count me out. Most of us wouldn't care. In fact, we might not just care at all. We accept that we all are different, and that's just it.
It might sound a bit selfish, but most of the time we think about ourselves instead of others. But even within and for ourselves, we fail to have the faculty of wonder. We no longer ponder, or even attempt to do so, to seek and understand the beauty of the things that are happening to our lives. Not having this will to seek further is already death. Death of the spirit within to yearn for more understanding and truth in this world that is clouded with a lot of myths and excuses. Behind our existence, there is a beautiful reason why we exist. There is a reason why we live. Our lives will always have a purpose. However, the current generation failed to have the drive to find this purpose, thus instigating the sense to wonder this purpose.
As to my generation, most of us have died in spirit and thinking. You have lost sight to see what is really substantial in this world, and ignorance to what is really significant is currently commencing. We fail to ask questions that trigger the ability to seek for deeper meaning, to seek for higher truths. Majority of us no longer believe in a God and has lost interest to know things more deeply. This generation has started to manifest the lack of curiosity, always settling for what is in front of us, as what other people believe as the reality. It seems to be that everything, whether it is good or bad, is something usual and nothing new. But you, as someone who is conscious about things, such as higher truths, have you ever thought of seeing this life in another point of view?
Take, for example, how our generation views bad vices. Knowing our friends or family members who are doing these things abusively is nothing alarming to us, as if the world began to be this way, and so we should let it be. Most would start to think, I think this should also happen to me. No, this is not an acceptable perception. If we continue this type of reasoning just so we could continue what we do, then we are accepting everything just as it is without further justification. Even technology has swallowed up our lives. We all have the year to share or express our feelings and activities for the sake of doing such, for the sake of conforming to the norms of the society, for the sake of being counted as in to what the world dictates as trendy, and not because we really inhale the beauty of it.
Let's face it, our generation is at the edge. Labels and statuses have become the core of our lives and not life itself. Philosophy completely disagrees with this, for what matters most is to have the sense of wonder.
This sense to wonder, however, has gradually been lost as we continue to grow up. As we continue to age, we learn many new things, and we reach a point in our lives where we assume that we know everything, when in fact, we don't actually know anything at all. We know what lies in front of us, but there are more things to learn out there. And these things can be learned with more philosophical drive just for them to be discovered. And this generation failed to have and failed to develop this drive to wander and settle for what is fed to us. And we fail to ponder.
What is there to life? What is my role in this world? Who am I to me? And who am I to others? Who should I be? Why are mountains high and the hills low? Where does the sun come from?